Hi, everybody. My name is Miss Lorrie, and I work at the Elma Public Library. My job here is called the director of the library. I guess you could kind of say that I'm kind of like the captain of the ship. I make sure that everything here at the library goes smoothly and we get where we're going. So when you come to visit us at the library, you have a really great time and find all the books you're looking for. So March is reading month, and that is so awesome. I love to read and I love books. So I'm really excited to get to read you a story today. So I chose a story about a librarian like me, and her name is Miss Brooks. This is the book I picked out. It's called Miss Brooks Loves Books, and I don't. Yes, Miss Brooks loves books just like I do. Well, she's got a tough customer. She has to find a book for a little girl who says that she doesn't love books. I can't even imagine who doesn't love books. Huh. Well, I think we should get started and find out what happens in this fun book. Okay, here we go. Miss Brooks loves books, and I don't. Look at Miss Brooks. She looks kind of like a hippie. Whoa, look at that hair. I'd love to get mine to do that. Oh my goodness. Miss Brooks is our librarian. She loves books a lot. Look at all those books. That's how much I love books. I hope you do. She loves the runaway bunny and Babar and where the wild things are and the very hungry caterpillar. I ask Miss Brooks why she dresses up for reading circle. I want you to get as excited about books as I am, she says. I think Miss Brooks gets a little too excited, and I bet her costume itches. Halloween means we have to find a poem to share, but all the books with witches and ghosts and goblins are checked out. I hate pumpkins. So I make up a Halloween poem of my own. Eek! A freak! The class looks at me funny. Miss Brooks says, well, it's a start. All year long, Miss Brooks reads us books. Books about dragons and pilgrims and presidents. Books about love and leprechauns and groundhogs even. Then in May, Miss Brooks tells us something truly terrifying. Book week! Ooh. You each need to pick a favorite story to share with the class. I want you to wear a costume and tell us all about it. Really show us why you love it, she says. I'll never love a book the way you do, I tell Miss Brooks. Don't be so sure, she says. When I get home, I ask my mother if we can move to a new town. My mother says, there's a librarian in every town. I ask her if she wants to do my assignment for me. I've already been in the first grade, says my mother. Book week. Every single day of book week, kids share stories about trains and fairies and cowboys and dogs. When Miss Brooks asks what I think, I say, too flowery, too furry, too clickety.
to yippity. So Miss Brooks fills my bag with more books for me to read with my mom. But I don't like any of them. They're too kissy, too pink, and too silly, I tell my mother. You are as stubborn as a wart, she says. Wart? Warts? I want to read a story with warts, I shout. My mother finds a book called Shrek. Shrek has hairs on his nose and he snorts. I love that. Can you read it again? I ask. Snort, 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 snort. I love this book. I have to practice the words over and over, but my mother helps me. Then we make an ogre costume. I make stick-on warts for the whole class. When I get to school the next day, I ask Miss Brooks to lend me a hand. Oh, look, they're sticking warts on their face. What fun is that? When I say the word snort, the whole class snorts. Snort, 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 snort. I explain why a stubborn, smelly, snotty ogre searching for a revolting bride makes me laugh. Miss Brooks says she's glad I found a book to love. She says that even ogres like me can find something funny and fantastic and appalling in the library. And that is the slimy truth. The end.
Wasn't that a fun story? I just love Miss Brooks. She is one determined librarian. I feel that way too. I really like it when I have a tough customer and I'm able to find a book for them that they really love. It just brings me joy to see somebody enjoy and love reading. I think this book is showing us that even if you think you are that person that doesn't love books or maybe says, I don't really like to read, you might just be surprised. You should come to the library. There's lots of people here to help you. We would love to help you find your special book. And just like the little girl in the story, look how much fun she had when she found the right book. She loved it and she loved reading and she wanted to read it again and again. And that's what happens when people find the right book. They love it so much, they want another book. And pretty soon, they want another one. And you're reading and you're loving reading. And reading is so important to all of us. So I really hope that I'm going to see you at the library. Some of you, I'm sure, already come to the library. Many of you might have already been here. I bet if I could see your faces right now, I'd probably be like, hey, I know you and you and you. So I just want to say thank you so much for letting me read to you today. It was so much fun. And I sure hope I see you at the library and you let me help you find a special book because I love to read and I just want everybody else to love to read too. So I'm going to say goodbye and I hope that all of you enjoy the rest of your stories and I will be looking for you at the library. Goodbye.